Hello, everybody. It's me, it's Andy, Decayed Andy here. We're getting ready for some Moon Poopin' 2 action in a momento, por favore. Just gonna let the things go by. Make sure everything's working. Everything seems to be up and running. Got a screen going. Mr. Potato Head's good. My microphone's alive. Space is space. Spacey. It's cold. No vacuumless. I don't think I can explode in space. I could freeze here, but I don't think I would explode being all dead, not having oxygen within me. How do I talk? Don't worry about it. It's fucking magic. Literally. The living dead's usually magic and stuff. Hey, it's Daddy. Hey, Daddy. How's it going? Is the chat box not working? I don't think the chat box was working. Oh, I don't have a chat box on this one, do I? Oh my god. I should probably have a chat box on this, right? I'm here because Twitch doesn't want to work for me. Oh, why that, Daddy? Why Twitch don't want to work for you? Hang on. We go here, do this, we copy this one, then we go to Moonbase 2. Yeah, and then we'll just paste it in here, right? Dancing in the moonlight. There we go. Daddy should be. You should be able to poop up some messages now, Daddy. Send me a message, Daddy. I want to see if it turns up here. It should do. Can't see why it wouldn't now. Dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. And just every night. And burn it down and I'm feeling right. I think Daddy's gone. Never mind. I just need to do one more doodad. I just remembered, believe it or not, I need one more doodad. So turn off website. Need to turn on Streamlabs just in case. I don't think I'll need it, but it's always good to have Streamlabs on. Because something could, it's always better safe than sorry, as they say. Ding. And anytime. There we go. Ding dong. All right. Perfecto. Nice. We should be all up and running. Fantastico. Okay. I just need the music, and then we can begin. There it is. It works. Oh my god, it works. Yeah. And it took no time at all. Sorry about that. No worries, Daddy. Thank you for coming on by. Oh, you meant Twitch works. I meant the chat box works. It's right there now. It exists. Chat box. It works. We can see now what people say, and it'll be down here. There we go. I meant Twitch works. Yeah. I fig lord. I fig lord. That's what you meant. But I meant it for me as well. It works for the chat box copied over and it works for me. Excuse me. Did you buy any of the games that I recommended to you, Daddy? Or were none of them on sale? Oh, did you get Grand Blue? Did you do that yet, Daddy? Did you do it? Did you buy Grand Blue? I hope you did. And you can tell me all about it. Yeah. I forgot to look, I'll be honest. Wow. And you asked me what games I've recommended to you, and then you just like, not even going to take the recommendations. Bullyish behavior, young daddy. Bullyish behavior. Terrible. I'll look in a minute. That's fair. I guess you can do, because I'll be doing the poop soon. You know, a transforming person who transforms into things. So we know it's not for you. I've got so many just hands on my desk. I've got Fei Long's hands. I've got Chun-Li's hands. I've got a Ryu hand. I probably should put these away at some point. Just having fists all over your desk seems a bit on the strange side, I suppose. Have you seen Helldivers 2? I've seen a bit of Helldivers 2. I haven't done a huge deep dive into it. I heard someone describe it as what Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League should have been, aka not shit. Like every kind of character plays differently from the others. I don't know if it's. I think it's doing well on Steam at the moment. Like, I think people are enjoying it and stuff, right? I don't know how good it is in quotations. Like, is it really sexual, or is it just like, yeah, it's fine? I played the first game. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Obviously, this is Helldivers 2. Yeah, and boy, let me tell you, it's quite fucking different. Why? How's it different? What makes it differente? Because Helldivers 2 looks like a third-person Starship Troopers game, which, you know, obviously is what it's going for, right? Clearly what it's trying to do. It is... What is it? What is it? Is it poo? Is it goo or poo? Hopefully it's not poo. It'd be disappointing if it was poo. No one likes a poo game. Except with OSU elements to call... Expect OSU elements to call in airstrikes. What? Legit have to input a Tekken combo to call one in. Oh, really? That's weird. So it's not like EDF where you just like threw a grenade down or a flare and then the thing would just explode. OSU, it's a game. Oh. Oos. Oos. Oos, oos, oos. Don't think you mean oos, oos, oos. Well, I can't speak for Helldivers 2. But 1 was pain. Yeah, 2 doesn't look like it's badge. I don't think it's going to be EDF, unfortunately. And that's what, you know, to me, Helldivers 2 looks like a mediocre EDF game, you know? And people could say, oh, but Helldivers 2 looks like it's got better graphics. No. EDF doesn't need good graphics, bruh. It just needs more things on the screen at once. That's what EDF always needs. It just needs to have more things on the screen, more lasers going, and keep a consistent frame rate. That's what EDF needs. That's what EDF mostly delivers. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes the frame rate does like take a fucking nosedive. But hey, what can you do? Hey Kaz, this honestly feels more 40th anniversary worthy than the HasLab. Yeah, I mean, when we get to it, we do have some 40th anniversary news. Some of it is just like okay, just like rando stuff. But the things on screen at the moment, that makes some sense. That makes some sense. Anyway, I suppose we should get the poopcast started. I'll play the music and then we can start pooping. All right? Okay. Music time. Let's fucking go, boys.
Welcome to Moonbase 2.
Everybody, and welcome to the Moonbase 2 podcast. My name is Andy Decade Andy, and I'm here with my Optimus Prime potato head mash on my little desk here, my microphone, and the void of space, and the people who've come into chat. Hello and welcome. Yes, it's another week where we talk about what's been going on in the world of Transformers. What has been going on? Well, we've had more reveals for the 40th anniversary and a few other bits and stuff. We're going to start off, as usual, with the exciting news. The Bumblebee swag. Officially licensed Bumblebee mini backpacks, wallets, and pins by Loungefly. I'll read the blurb before we actually have a look at the sexy pictures in quotations. These new products from Loungefly, which made other Transformers products, apparently. What other products did they make? Oh, they made an Optimus Prime backpack. Oh, I remember these backpacks. When did this come out? 2023. Clearly, we talked about them before. But okay, these are more movie-inspired Bumblebee, if you wondered, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Pre-orders are up for the mini backpacks. Mini backpacks are $90 US, $70 US for a wallet. 70 for a wallet? Is that a lot? To me, that sounds like a lot. I'm a cheapskate, but goddamn. 70 for the wallet and 25 for the 4-pack pin set, which includes Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and a Megatron. Let's have a look at the images. Okay, so get out of here. So this is the pin set. Bumblebee, Optimus Prime. Oh, the pins are actually evergreen designs. So the Soundwave looks a bit weird, right? If this is Soundwave here, not the design I would picture for a Soundwave, but yeah, okay. Yeah, Bumblebee is definitely evergreen. Prime's definitely evergreen, and Megatron looks evergreen styled as well. Individual shots of the badges, I guess thrown on the asphalt, it looks like. Yes, literally thrown on the road and had a photo taken of them. Fair enough. Bumblebee backpack. It is movie Bumblebee from the Bumblebee movie, not any of the other live action movies. It's definitely the B one. I think mainly because of the shape of his booba, which are on the backpack as well. He has no neck. He only has booba and head. But for a backpack, it looks fairly nice. $90, nice. I don't know about that, but if I was into the movie designs as a kid, this would service me well at school. I think for school, you had this in middle or high, probably get beaten up. But yeah, the wallet, I'm not sure if that is good. That's just a wallet with Bumblebee's face printed on it. Well, not printed, but stitched onto it, kind of like the backpack as well. Yeah, I definitely would go with the wallet. Doesn't look like it's 70. I don't know if the backpack is 90, but 70 for the wallet seems excessive because the wallet doesn't seem to be anything desperately special. I would say it'll have a bit of metal on there, I'm sure, but yeah, these things, yeah, it's maybe the high price on these is because they're from Loungefly. Maybe Loungefly is a brand name that obviously I know nothing of. Click on the Amazon link. Oh, wow. Got a nice picture of a dog. Toshi, meet dogs of Amazon. Meet the dogs of Amazon. Meet some of the dogs who help make the Amazon workplace a great place to work, and some of the and explore some of the great stories about Amazon while here. What the fuck is this? What? Meet the dogs. Sorry, I saw dogs and I was like, what's going on? Meet some of the cutest dogs at Amazon. So at the Amazon, not factories clearly, but at the head offices, they have fucking dogs. It's one of those places where you go, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Yeah, this looks like an oh, for fuck's sake kind of office environment. It's like you've got the people schlepping in the factories and the shipping areas, and yet these guys get like bunnies and dogs and cats for their office work. Like, all right, well, never mind. Weird, very strange. I don't know why he throws that up anyway, but yeah, I couldn't find any more stuff on that on Loungefly. If you need a backpack and it's Bumblebee related, you have $90. Like I guess you could go down that route. I don't think I would. I've had many a backpack over the years for school and whatnot, but also I didn't see sizes for the quote unquote mini backpack, so I don't know how big it be or how small it be. Anyway, New Age has shown the H60B Nightcrawler, which is the Shattered Glass Windcharger. We saw Windcharger last time, and we also have the H60 Mimic, which is the Windcharger again, but this time it's into animated Wasp or Waspinator turning into the Wasp version. Shattered Glass version is definitely Windcharger. He's in blue and purple and grey colors, which kind of feels like the standard Shattered Glass colors for the evil Autobots, right? This doesn't feel crazy. Feels like a background kind of looking character. Is there a big need for Shattered Glass Windchargers out there? I don't know. But this is New Age. So New Age goes, as usual, through all of the color spectrum that they can to get as many molds sold or many redos of the same mold done as possible. So that's an uninspired one, I'd say. It looks fine. The Wasp, however, I could see the Wasp tickling more people since the availability of animated Wasp is not the highest in the world, and I don't think he's had a figure since... Or was it the Activators version of him? Which came first? Was it the Activators version of Wasp, or was it Waspinator from Animated that came there, which was preceded the former or the latter? I don't know. I'm not sure. Either way, this is arguably the newest Wasp figure we've had in. I'm not going to say 20 years. I'm going to say 10 years. With mild confidence, I'll say. Within 10 years, it's the first one we've had. Mild confidence, not fully in. Card mode, I mean, it's, again, nothing exciting. It is the Windcharge mold, but in the Waspinator kind of emerald? Emeraldy turquoise? That kind of green, you know what I mean. He comes with a new weapon as well, a stinger. It seems like he only gets one stinger rather than two. He has some green stripes on the front of his thighs, not on the back of his thighs or the side of his thighs. So that's a shame that the pattern didn't go all the way around. I can't remember offhand if that was a thing with the animation model. I'm pretty sure the stripes went all the way around. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they went all the way around. But he does have a new head, which is, again, Wasp. It's Wasp's head. And I think the head sculpt's really good. I think it captures what he looked like, at least what I vaguely recall him to look like. Yeah, I think this might be the most interesting version of the mold, in perfect honesty. They haven't posed with New Age Bumblebee. I assume this is New Age Bumblebee. It's not the right Bumblebee, obviously, because it was animated he had a grudge with, but I guess all bees are alike in Wasp's eyes. Maybe this will be the one to tempt you then, if you're an animated fan. Again, as I said, there are so few options to go through with Wasp. Here you go. Here you go. It's probably the closest thing we're going to have for a long time. Actually, I say that. We do have the animated Bumblebee coming out for Legacy, or that has came out for Legacy. It would be crazy if they didn't repaint that or retool that very slightly 2 more times into Cliffjumper and into Wasp. I think it would be odd if that didn't happen. So if you want a taller one, I guess you could wait for that. Because it's going to, I'm confident it'll happen. You want a better figure, probably? This could be the way you could go, if you like. And like I said, I don't hold too much snuff for the shag glass version, to be honest. But there you go. Hey ho, Medario. Now, this is a new company we're going to be talking about next, as far as I know. But, into the great pot of third parties, I suppose. This is Chang Tao. Tiao? Tiao, Tao, I guess. Doing the CT-01 Core Class Megatron. This is a great prototype. It is classed as a Core Class rather than a Legends Class, which is interesting. And I guess that's because don't worry, I'll get the image on screen in a second. I think it's mainly because the quality of the figure looks more like a Core Class figure than a Legends scale third-party figure. When you say, to me, when someone says Legends Party, Legends scale third party, I think, high quality New Age, or interesting stuff with Magic Square, etc., etc. With this, it looks like to me that it's just something that Hasbro could have done. But regardless, I'll read you the blurb and whatnot. So this is G1 Megatron. It's scaled for core class, so Legend scale core class. That idea transforms into his gun. Which is definitely something Hasbro wouldn't be allowed to do. He includes a small laser beak and an energy mace, obviously his fusion cannon, because that's a prerequisite. Stands 9.2 centimeters tall, for those interested, and is planned to come out the second quarter of this year, at some point around that time. You have the option as well. I don't know why they really... we have comparison shots with him and Prime, and because it's the fucking thing to do at the moment, you can pop off Megatron's arm because it's on a ball joint and swap over with Core Class Optimus Prime's arm because, again, it's a ball joint. Ha ha ha. Wow, isn't that really cool? It's the thing from the comic which people freak out about, and I still don't understand why. There you go. In the images we have for this prototype, the faces on both the Megatron and the Laserbeak are blurred out. I guess for legal reasons. I'm pretty sure this is what happened with Moon Studios' Unicron as well. They hid the head, and this is a Chang doing a similar idea of hiding the head. So looking at this Megatron, very obvious ball joints. It is literally just a core class. Nothing seems to be exceptional about it in terms of what it's doing in terms of its articulation. Wow, they've even gone for the shitty meme. You know the meme of the guy and his girlfriend, and the girls walked behind him, and the guy's turning around going, whoa. They've done that with these figures, with Optimus Prime and Core Class Megatron, looking at the Chang Tao one. Okay. It seems like the fusion cannon is compatible with some of the energy effects parts, or the blast effects parts from the last few years of Transformer toys. So not a big deal, but I guess it might be interesting for you to know. The energy mace doesn't replace the Megatron's hand. You don't pop off Megatron's hand and put in the energy mace. He just holds it in like a peg, and it kind of wraps around his fist a little bit, not completely encasing the fist, but just a little bit. It's good enough. It's good enough, I'd say. The gun mode, it's bad. I'd say the gun mode's pretty bad. It reminds me of, was it Reveal the Shield Megatron? Hang on. Let me grab an image of Reveal the Shield Legends Megatron, because I'm pretty sure it's similar. Transformers. Reveal the Shield. Legend Megatron. Reveal the Shield. Megatronic? Megatron. Why did you correct it to Megatronic? Yeah. Okay. It looks right. Okay. Hang on. Let me get a search up on the screen. There we go. So, we'll be fair. We'll first have a look at the robot mode first. You can see it on screen there. Where's the Megatron here? Show it to the Megatron. So there's the Megatron from Chang Toys. There's the one from Reveal the Shield. I will concede the robot mode is better. I will concede the robot mode is definitely better. The gun mode. Do I have better? There's the gun mode. You look at the gun mode. Oh, you can't bloody see it, can you? What about if I do that? Oh my god, you just shunted to the other side of the page. God damn it. What about we shunt it up here? Right into the top of the search bar. What about if we just open it in a new tab? Would that work? No. Oh, there it is. Okay. I got it eventually. Don't worry about it. Okay, so there's Reveal the Shield Megatron's gun mode. For Legend scale, it's fine. And Chang Toys, Chang Tao, as you can see, to me, it looks pretty similar, right? Back and forth between the two, if I can go back and forth. To me, they look like they're going to transform in a fairly similar way. The Chang Toys looks like it will probably have a better robot mode, but a worse gun mode. My real concern with this figure is pricing, right? Because the Reveal the Shield Megatron was cheap as chips back in the day. Would have probably been like, I don't know, £10? Is that how much they were back in 2000 and whenever this was? Oh, it doesn't say. It doesn't give me the year. Whenever the Reveal the Shield was, probably 2000. 12, 2012, 13, something like that, right? It'll be something around that region. So around £10. I would hope that because this is not a crazy engineered item, it's not a big figure, I would hope it would be priced similar. Maybe £20 for this. If it's going to charge itself to be, and this is all speculation, obviously, I don't know how much these are going to cost. If it's going to price itself more in the region of the Magic Squares or the Doctor sort of mech fan toys kind of thing, which is like the 40s to 50s to 60s, I would be a bit more sneery faced, kind of. I don't know. That seems kind of smelly. If it's in the £20 region, like 20 to 30, I mean 30's pushing it. 30 would be the highest. If it's between 20 and 30, all right, that's fine. More than that, ugh. And then for some reason they also show a image of the CT-02M, which seems to be the double mini Micromaster team. That two Micromasters that you kind of smush together to have the rocket on the back. I can't remember what its name is, but it's definitely a Micromaster. Can I? Okay, fine. Let's have a quick search for it because I'm interested. Micromasters Transformers. And we'll just throw that in and see if I can quickly find it. I might not be able to. As is, I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, which is a problem when you're searching for a specific thing on the Googlers. Instead of just throwing in Micromasters, I can't throw in the team because I can't remember. Oh no, there it is. Can I get you up on screen and show a image? Yes, I think I can. It looks like these guys. This one here. It's red with a big white missile on its back. Whatever team that is. I can't remember its name. Wow, these are tiny fucking images, these two. It looks like they're going to be doing that next. Again, I would hope that if they do this, they're going to have the Micromasters relatively cheap. And hopefully better than Hasbro's. I hear, though, that the Micromasters, like everybody, at least a few people I've talked to who have the Death Saurus, the Micromasters that came with them are good. This being a third-party version, I would hope these would be better because they're probably going to cost more. But, you know, interesting, I suppose. No one's doing Micromasters for, what do you call it, for third-party stuff, so this could be an interesting market. I imagine it's going to be a very, very, very niche market because, you know, a lot of people don't care that much about Micromasters to buy third-party versions of them, I would imagine. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe they'll do additions to the Micromaster bases from the Titans Return, not Titans Return, stupid, the Earthrise series to make them a bit more unique and interesting and compatible. I'd be okay with that. That'd be interesting. Guess time will tell. Next up, there's Iron Factory's IFEX-68 Jaruga. Is it Jaruga? Jalguru. I thought it was Jaruga. Not Jaruga? Whatever. It's the Jaguar dude who is the groin of Lio Kaiser. I have Drillhorn on pre-order. I have Kill Bison on the way. I'll probably get him in the post next week at some point. I imagine if they're showing colored images of the, I guess, the fully finished Jaruga, we'll just call him Jaruga. Just roll with it. We're seeing the finished versions of Jaruga. He can't be too far off the mark of being completed as well. Where are Guy Hawk, Hellbat, and Leozak? I don't know. I would hope they're not too far out. I would hope that they're not going to space out the release of all of these too far apart. I don't think they are because they released Drillhorn, Kill Bison came fairly soon after that. I would say this guy is taking a little longer between those first two. But again, this is still relatively quick, so hey. The Dune Buggy mode looks really cool. Got a load of guns on him and whatnot. Excuse me, it shows what he forms for Lio Kaiser. He's the groin, as mentioned before. And I guess all of the guns for Lio Kaiser. Really interesting looking guns. I don't think Lio Kaiser's had those before, but they look neat. He also comes with some ceremonial fans from probably that one time in the show when he used them for dramatic effect. You know, stuff like this happens in the Japanese cartoons. They randomly pull out fans to make a fun joke. He's also got 2 giant Wolverine claws, which he can hold on to. They're really cool. I like them a lot. And I guess they kind of nicely go into the Jaguar motif that he has, you know. Drillhorn had, I mean, he was a rhino, so I guess it kind of works. He had the drills for hands and whatnot. He also seems to come with a spear, like the other 2. One? I know one of them came with a giant double-headed spear as well. And then he has the Breastmaster, his Jaguar Breastmaster, which is a transforming one, which can interact with the figure. Or you can have it in breast mode on his chest and have it animation accurate and smooth and tidy. And an animation smooth and accurate version of his Breastmaster gun as well. So if you... here's the image of what it looks like if you just have the Jaguar transformed as a chest piece. Compared to that image, there you can see the animation accurate version there compared to the Breastmaster version. There's the Jaguar and it's a flying Jaguar mode, I guess, and the gun. And there's the normal gun. The gun clearly is a little bit better in the animation version compared to the transforming version. Transforming version's fine, but the animation one obviously looks a bit cooler. I don't see any super unique hands for him. He has closed fists. Clearly, he'll have 2 forms of open fists. He has open hands, like the slightly aggressive open hands, it seems. And then he has the fan holding hands, which I don't really think you could do too much with outside of holding the fans, I would guess. But yeah, I guess this, because I've got 2 of them ordered, I think it's fair to assume I'm already 2 in. I should get 3. I'm already in. I may as well buy all of them. So I'm happy to see this one. Hopefully we'll see Guy Hawk and Guy Hawk and Hellbat. Hopefully, we'll see Guy Hawk and Hellbat in not too distant. I imagine it'll probably go like Guy Hawk, Hellbat, and then Leozak will be last. And then they'll do Death Cobra at the very end because, everybody wants to get the full team. And it's like, oh, Death Cobra as well. There you go. And I'll definitely be getting Death Cobra because it'll be his first of. I was going to say his first official release. It won't be his first official release. It'll be his first and only toy, as far as I know. So, will they? I don't think Iron Factory do a huge plethora of repaints. I don't think we'll see the Rescue Force repaint of these guys. Could happen. They did do the repaint of the DJD team into Tarn colors. Like the whole thing was just Tarn colored, which was interesting. Maybe they'll do the G2 versions of these because it's just like fart them out again, just in a different color, and don't give them the Breastmaster and give them a slightly more unique weapon. That pretty much does it. I think the most remolding you have to do is maybe kill Bison by giving him the pinchy claw hands instead of the gun turrets. That would be pretty much it. Even if you might not even want to do that. And then they'd need to figure out what they do with Guy Hawk and with Hellbat, obviously, but that'd be, that's their problem, not mine. Yeah, and again, I think he looks neat. I look forward to getting him. Look forward to getting any of them, to be honest. I'm hoping the drill horn won't take too long to come back into stock because I pre-ordered it again on Shozy because I missed out on the first lot, so the second lot, whenever that comes in, that's the one I'm getting. Anyway, coming along. We'll be halfway there. Whoa, halfway there. Whoa, living in my hair. You know the song. Everybody loves it. This wasn't covered on TFW, but up on Shozy, we have pre-orders for Transart BWM-14 Beast Wars. Transart's Transformers Death Charge. These are only CAD CG renders at the moment, but I think they're. It's fairly easy to say that when it comes to the Transart toys, they're pretty good about making these things look pretty similar. I don't know how different this is going to be from the original toy, as I never had the original toy, but it seems to suggest he will be able to go into his weird fish manta ray spaceship mode. Tarantulas can go into his bike mode, so I guess it makes sense. He seems to also have the disc vomiting gimmick, I guess you could call it, and he can do that in manta ray mode and all that jazz. I don't know if the original Depth Charge could wave his wings as much as this. I don't think it had so many joints in. It looks like there's a few joints in there to let him dance around. Hey, welcome, Orange. Welcome. You've come in at the trans arts conversation, or the talking about Depth Charge. He also clearly has his little double missile pod weapon thing that's underslung in the drone. Is that what it's called? A drone? I don't know what his little weapon was called in the show. If it had an official name. It must have. Whatever. He's got two of them. One of them is the drone thing, and the other, I guess, looks more like a proper gun that he used in the show as well. How faffy and fiddly would this be? Because I did find Tarantulas faffy and fiddly, and I did break two of his legs on the Tarantulas. Not completely off, but the joints that they're on did snap a little bit, which was a tad annoying. I don't think there was any way to avoid it, but maybe I'm wrong. But Tarantulas does have this. He's not desperately fun to transform. He explodes, and you've got to kind of violently push him back together. It kind of put me off wanting to get more of these, but because they are expensive. But hey, maybe I'll be dumb and just going because I don't have a Depth Charge. I guess you could ask. I don't think they'll do a repaint of him into the Universe colors, which would be a shame because the Universe version of Depth Charge was pretty cool looking. I don't even know how to describe the primary colors on him. Just look, if you've never seen Universe Depth Charge, have a look. He's pretty neat. Orange says, yeah, these guys are so expensive. They are nice in a way, but they're also, I don't know. Yeah, I was okay with the Megatron being 90, the Tarantulas being 60. It gets a bit rough. It gets a bit rough. I'll wait for Transmetals when Hasbro gets to them. The problem with that Well, the problem I have with that orange is they will not look as animation accurate as these guys do. Transarts has a really good ability of getting the figures to look like the show models. And let's be honest, if you look at Transmetal 2 Megatron from the Legends line, it doesn't really look like his animation model. It's a take, right? It's a take on Transmetal 2 Megatron, but it's not a one-to-one. That's how he looked in the show. I mean, clearly by his fucking face, which is just wrong. Just completely wrong. It's still a good figure, don't get me wrong. It's just not there. It's like all of their Beast Wars stuff is just, what if we make the animals real and we'll make the figure less accurate to the show while everybody else gets more accurate stuff? Transarts are doing completely accurate figures at a higher price point, at a larger scale, but with a bit more fiddly faffiness to some of the transformations. And I hear some of them are just bad. I heard Transmetal 2 Cheeto was bad, but that's okay. I was never going to buy him anyway. I don't like Transmetal 2 Cheeto's design. Orange says he doesn't have his Dragon Car mode either. That's true. Yeah, the Legends version doesn't have his Dragon Car mode. I'll be honest, I don't care too much about it because the Dragon Car mode's a bit shit. But it would be nice if it was there, especially for the leader scale, I suppose. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, he said. Yeah, no, I would agree. I would agree with that. Oh, yeah, I missed out on Rat Trap. I could still potentially get Quick Strike, because Quick Strike did come out. And I do like Quick Strike. I like Quick Strike's design. I always thought he was a cool looking character. And I think if you compare him to like his OG toy, he is obviously better than the OG toy. I'd say arguably Quickstrike was one of the better Beast Wars toys as well. My only issue with Quickstrike's original toy was he was all translucent. And that is concerning as an old man. Because as I age, he ages and he can turn to dust faster than I can. And all that translucent material, obviously, on the Transart version is not something to worry. Maybe I'll buy him. Fuck it. Maybe I'll buy him. What do you think, Chad? Should I just buy Quick Strike? I probably should. I probably should. They can't fuck up the transformation and make it too fiddly, because his transformation was really basic and simple before. I probably shouldn't be asking people online, should I do this financially silly thing? That sounds like a silly, stupid idea. One thing I would have liked from the Transart one is I would have liked the spider scorpion legs to be individual. They're not individual. It's just one piece of plastic for each half of the legs. Kind of like the original toy. Would have liked that to have been a bit separate. But I guess doing it this way means he can stand on his legs rather than, if they're all on ball joints and then they'd kind of just collapse under the weight of the figure. I don't know. Orange says, honestly, I'm cool with the realistic animal mode thing. I just wish they would give us all the weapons. Yeah. I'd rather them look animation accurate because, they seem like they tried to do that with the G1 toys, but that's it. Everything else apart from G1 gets the we're gonna alter the designs for some reason. Orange says, yeah, that was terrible. You know you want to. I do, but I have been spending money, Orange. I've got I've pre-ordered because it's not technically out yet. What did I can pull it on screen. I pre-ordered because it's not technically out yet. Where is it? I pre-ordered because I'm a little. Oh no, there it is. I pre-ordered the Mech Fans Toys Headmaster gift set of 7. Now it's £103. It's £103. It's £103. But there are 7 figures in there.
Wow.
So, and technically, because it's shipping to the UK, it did reduce it to 90-something. High 90, was it 97? It might be 97. So £97 with shipping for 7 figures. I was like, yeah, right, fuck it. Why not? And to be fair, I think they look good. I don't expect these to be the best things around. I think they're a little smaller than deluxe scale. But I never got the Titans Return Highbrow. I never got the Titans Return Brainstorm. I never got the Titans Return Chrome Dome or Hardhead. So, still 90-ish pounds. Well, I got this, so that was something I got. And I also have coming to me, obviously, as I mentioned earlier in the show, I've got the two um, Iron Factory Boob Masters. I've got these. Well, Kill Bison's on the way, Drill Horn's on pre-order, so that's something. And no one wants to do individual articulated legs that much, unfortunately. They did it for Tarantulas, and as I mentioned before, two of his legs did a little bit break, not completely. I can still put them back in the joints, but the joints are a little bit damaged. There's a snap in the plastic, which is concerning. The teal vac metal is sexy. Yeah, it does look nice. It does look nice. I'll be honest. The other thing that kind of tempts me at the moment is, oddly enough, the MechFan Toys Astro Train. I never got this. I wish I was there. There's some better images. I never got this, and the original time this was released, and this one comes with a weird Diaclone thing as well, which granted I don't care too much about, but I think the Astro Train, I hear that this is fine. It's meant to be pretty good. And it looks nice as well, it's a little legend figure, and look at it, it's a little cute train, choo choo choo. I think I might get this at some point. Again, it's like 35, which for a third-party Legends figure, it could be better, it could be worse. I'll probably get it. This is the most excited I've been for picking up new Transformers for a while, as I am slightly disenfranchised with standard releases and their prices. Consider how much you're spending on a official figure compared to a third-party figure. There's always that kind of thing to go for, I suppose. Anyway, back to the Transformers that transform. Okay, we did that. Oh, here we go. Oh, this was on Show Z as well. We have Unique Toys, which is, I feel we haven't heard from Unique Toys in a long time. They're doing the Masterpiece scaled Revenge of the Fallen Skids and Mudflap. Everybody's favorite team. Remember them? Oh boy, I remember them. I remember feeling uncomfortable at the cinema, like watching them. But then this was the time period where I came out of the cinema confused why I really didn't like the movie and was trying to convince myself I did. I remember specifically the guy I went with was like, oh, that was amazing, wasn't it? And I was like, yeah. Either way, if you are gagging for a Masterpiece scaled Revenge of the Fallen Skids and Mudflap, I guess this might be for you. That's right, you person out there. Now, don't ask me what the difference is between Skids and Mudflap. I don't remember which one was which. I just remember both of them were annoying. It's a shame that the picture of the underside of the vehicle modes aren't a little bit bigger. Can't really see the details in there. But you can open the doors on the side of them, and you can see seats inside the car mode. Makes me think very Binal Techy. And that's not a good feeling to have, generally speaking. I have the nightmares of, oh no, the Grimlock toy. Oh no, all of them. All of the Binal Tech figures, every single one of them. But there's no guarantee that it'd be that messy, that bad, or anything like that. It's maybe okay. It's nice that they're getting a release for those who are like, I would like to have the complete Revenge of the Fallen cast. Excuse me. Or would like to have just a representation of the Michael Bay movie live action verse, or the Bay verse, or whatever you want to call it. All of that. These are two figures that don't usually get done. I think the ice cream versions of these are more interesting. Granted, they've only had one toy, and we're only in the movie for, I think I'd be generous to say 5 minutes, right? It was real short. But I think they were more interesting because you don't really get an ice cream truck in Transformers. But yeah, here they come. They're coming. Orange says, yes, self-gaslighting for the Bay movies. Fun times. Yeah. I did like the first one when I came out of that, because I did actually go and see that a few times. The second one was where everything started turning for me. That's when I became way more cynical on movies. It was Transformers 2, and then Transformers 3. And it just kept going from there, didn't it? Anyway, you want Skids and Mudflap? They will be available. Unique Toys. I think Unique Toys generally do pretty decent movie-styled figures, if I remember. Didn't they do that really cool Megatron, Galvatron, the Cube one from Was that the fourth one? The one in China? Or was that the fifth one? No, that was the fourth one. Yeah, Age of Extinction. Whatever number, I think 4 was Age of Extinction. Whatever 4 was, with the Galvatron that had the hole in his chest, who was voiced by Frank Welker, that turned into the cubes. I think Unique Toys did that one, and I think that one was well regarded and well liked. So these will probably turn out well if you're in the market for Kids and Mudflap. So either last week or a few weeks ago, whenever it might have been, Transformers Masterpiece showed off their discolored version of what's his name? Not Grimlock. That's the Star Dub version of his name. Suki? It's not Suki. I can't remember his name. Either way, there's another repaint, retool, recolor coming of MPG-03 Yukikaze. This one's getting done into MPG-08 Yamabuki. That's his name, if I said that correctly. It's going to be going up in October of this year. It's going to be going for 23,650 yen, which is approximately 158 US dollars. Actually, we'll round that up to 159. No, we'll round it down. We'll round it down because it's only 34 cents. So 158 US dollars to go alongside with Gin-O, which was the previous one. If there are any differences, I don't know what they are. I'm going to assume the differences are similar to the Gin-O, which are, I think this one has a new face. It looks like a girl face. I don't know. A girl face with big goggles on. And a new chest boob plate. But again, that could be me misremembering, misinterpreting. But again, it's got the same color layout. The difference is, instead of it being white and blue? White and blue? It is discolored tan, yellow, and instead of blue, it's green. It looks vintagey. Shows in foot mode, shows in some poses that you can kind of do with these robot figures things. Shows that it can still fit on the train tracks, which it's the same mold, so yeah, you obviously can do that. Pose with the Gin-O. Yep, they're rocking that kind of yellowy color. And then we see it combined with the rest of the team. Oddly enough, it's not combined with Gin-O. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It looks like the chest is from the new part from Gin-O. The new head is from Gin-O. But the actual bot that's being used for the torso doesn't look like Gin-O. It looks like the original one, strangely enough, because it's like pure white, or mostly pure white compared to the other one. Oh, there we go. There it is. Oh, yeah, the first image we have is with the original version, with the original chest and the new head, and then the second image we have, the second image we have is with Gino, with the new chest piece and the new head, and I think people said that the new head reminded them of the new Diaclone stuff, right? We don't get a real good look at it in any of these images. Oh no, there it is. There's 100% where they're coming from. Yeah, I can see it. It definitely has the vibe of the new Diaclone stuff from Takara. Don't know what that is. I can't really. Oh, I could describe it to you. I'm too lazy to. Just go onto Google, type in Diaclone, and then you probably don't even need to throw in a year. Just put in Diaclone. The new stuff will probably pop up. It has that kind of vibe to the head design. Two guns on the sides of its head as well. Well, not sides of its head, but on top of the shoulders. To make it have a little bit more of a armored up look, and it shows what this new one comes with. It comes with a new head, a gun, this thing. I don't know what this is. It's something, and then 2 pieces of train track as well. So yeah, if you want I was going to say a toy accurate version, but it's clearly not going to be toy. Well, it's going to be toy accurate to the one that's been left out in the sun too long. But Yamabuki is another one. So I guess the hype train, is going to continue for another 1, 2, 3 or 4. There'll be another 3 or 4 of these, I guess. So yay! Are these going to sell like super well? I would have thought people that would want the train bots would have got the first version of the train bots. Are the people double? I mean, there must be people who are double dipping. There must be because I don't see a new fan coming in being like, no, I want the weird yellow version, right? Imagine people who are coming in would go, I want the not like sunburnt versions, right? I don't know. Maybe there are fans who just prefer this version over the original. I don't know. I wonder how these will hold up as well in terms of QC compared to the OG versions. Not like the OG versions are very old. By OG, I mean the normal colored ones, not the actual original figures. I should have stated that a bit better, but never mind. But there you go, Yamabuki. It's coming. So, HasLab, we're talking about RID Omega Prime. Yeah, it's fully funded. Fully funded. It had, 34 days left? Yeah, it had 34 days left, so it still has ages to go. So now we've moved on from can we fund this to how many goals can we get, right? How many stretch goals can we get for the Omega Prime? What do we have on the list? We have the space bridge stuff, 2 bits of road. We have the big stupid spear thing. Was that it? I think that was it. I guess if they hit the first one, they're gonna have to start thinking about another stretch goal. Which I can't remember who mentioned it, but doing a tie figure. Person that mentioned the tie, that would be the best one to go for. I still think this should have been. I'll try not to be a negative Nelly, but I still think this should have been a normal release. And Magnus on his own could have been the crowdfunder because I still think that could have been the gist of it. Not the main bit of news, but we also have colored versions of the prototype. So I think they mentioned on the stream that they'd have a colored version of this going up at some point soon. And here it is. This is a painted version of the prototype that was shown on the live stream with the stupid giant sword, which is far too big. Good luck with putting this on a shelf because it's going to be a piece of shit to try and to try and squeeze this in anywhere. You're fucked. You're not going to be able to play this with the sword unless you put him on the top shelf with nothing above his head and a lot of ceiling space. Good fucking luck to you. And there's also a bit of road. I assume the road's unpainted because I'd like that to be, colored up and made prettier. I don't know. Excel Hedge appears. Hey, Excel Hedge. Woo Omega Prime. Still say he should have came with tie. Oh, it was you, wasn't it, Excel Hedge, that said that? Yeah. I reckon with 34 days, well, less than that now, but 34 days of crowdfunding still in the pocket, there's no reason that they couldn't do some tie-related thingamadoodad, right? There's no reason they couldn't do it, or announce it at the very least. No reason why they couldn't, I would say. What other images do we have? I wish someone took better. Look at these. Look at the difference. Look at the difference between these photos. You're not a photographer. You're not a photographer. There's also the base for Optimus Prime, for RID Prime. We see the base is done up in color as well. What's this guy's name? The gun mode, Ballsack. I remember I gave him a silly name because I thought he was crap. Ballsack, we'll call him for this stream. He's still uncolored. The Ultra Magnus on his own is still uncolored as well. And there is another prototype of Optimus Prime in vehicle mode, which is also uncolored. That's fine. They said they were just going to do the Omega Prime colored version, so we got that. There he is, nicely painted up. I wonder how they paint these things. That's why I'd be mildly interested to see them like do a little video to show them spraying him up. And like, how do they do the vac chrome on him? That would be interesting, I think. Gas says, why do people think Omega Prime is too niche when we've gotten way more obscure toys in the line, like Leo Prime, Magmatron, Overlord, etc. in retail? HasLab also prices out collectors on a budget. That's what I've said as well. Especially in Optimus Prime. I said this last time, Kaz. I said Optimus Prime's, your main character, him and Bumblebee, should not be locked behind a paywall. Because there's some people who just collect Optimus Primes. And they're fucked, effectively. And I'll mention this again because people said this to me. They said, well, you could never sell Ultra Magnus on his own. And I said, well, that means he's a shit figure that no one really wants. Make him the exclusive. I thought it was silly. Like RID, like I understand Deathsaurus. I understand Victory Saber. They make sense. Diatlos would fit well in here. That would make sense. Jinrai, would be a push because of Power Master Optimus Prime. It would be a push, but I guess I go, yeah, all right, fine. Like, okay. But otherwise, no. Star Convoy you can put on here. Yeah, I won't go on about it too much. I've whined too much about it already. And I don't want to be one of those people who complain all the time. I do that on my own. I whine and complain to myself in the mirror. Kaz also says, what's next? Galaxy Convoy HasLab. I did see somebody say, well, remember what they did for Galaxy Convoy? And they showed, do you remember the crap remold they did of... Oh, fuck, what was he done out of? Was it done out of an Ultra Magnus? Was it done out of the Ultra Magnus mold? Because we did get a Galaxy Force or a Cybertron Optimus Prime recently-ish, and it was crap because it was just a crappy remold. And I was like, well, just make him the commander scale and make him his own mold rather than a crap retool. But they didn't quite understand where I was coming from. Optimal Optimus HasLab. I'm trying to think of a way. Could I justify? Well, not to myself, but could I think of a way to make an optimal Optimus HasLab thing viable? And the only way I could see them doing it and making it not like, wow, this is really shitty. No, I can't. No, I was gonna say give him a Megatron head, but even then, it's like that's still not a good reason to make him an exclusive. No, I don't know. I stopped pretending HasLab is about crowdfunding when they take toys people already want and add some FOMO. Yeah, I'm not. I'm in the same boat, guys. I think it's kind of poop as well. But other people don't see it that way, and they're happy to do it. And if they're happy to do it, that's fine. Rock and roll. It's their money at the end of the day. If they're happy to spend the extra for this, that's okay. I still would have liked Deathsaurus to be not crowdfunded, but I get why he was crowdfunded. I would have done the HasLab thing if it had been Lio Kaiser. It wasn't Lio Kaiser. That's why I'm getting the Iron Factory Lio Kaiser now. So there you go. XL Hedge says, we just got Galaxy Convoy through the new IDW2 Prime. Is that what it was? I can't remember what he was released. Wasn't he a remold of Ultra Magnus or something? I can't remember. And Power of the Prime's Optimus Prime is not that bad. No, I would disagree. I would say Power of the Prime's Optimus Prime is that bad for what do you call him? For Power Master Optimus Prime. I would say the Japanese did him far, far better when they did him in the Legends line. The Legends version of Power Master Optimus Prime from Power of the Primes. That's a lot of that's a lot of P's. I think the Legends version is far superior to the US release version. I mean, fuck, let's just get an image of him. Legends God Jinrai. Because the God Jinrai figure was hella cool. It was hella cool. And I don't have it. And it makes me sad still. Because he was very pog. And he looked great and like just look at that. God damn it, it's a stupid screen. Look at him. God, there's no way just have the good image, is there? I meant Power of the Prime's Optimal Optimus. Oh, that one. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. Power of the Prime's Optimal. That one was. That one's a weird one. Yeah, that one's a weird figure. I'd say it was one of the better figures from the. I should get like a decent image of him on screen, like that. There we go. A decent version of the figure, not the best. It felt constrained, and he had the weird, like, small Optimus Primal backpack thing, which they made so you had to knock out a pin or something to make it removable, to make it better. But the actual just Optimal Optimus on his own wasn't too bad. It was okay. Again, it could be better, but it was like, yeah, this is fine. I didn't get it, which I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't get it at the time, because you know, it's probably the last optimal Optimus we'll have for a while. Excuse me. But yeah, this was an okay version. So I guess, yeah, we're probably not going to get an optimal Optimus for a long time. What could you do? No, I was going to say, could you do Beast Machines Optimus Primal? And I thought, even with the budget of HasLab, I think that would be too fucking difficult of a transformer to do in a good way to justify it. Because to get any of the Maximals to work, I imagine would require big budget. And even then, like, there's a lot of that cast who I really wouldn't want toys of. I'd want the Viacons. The Viacons were all pretty cool looking. Maximals, I like them visually in the show. I'm just not sure I'd want toys of them. I tell you the ones I would want. I'd want the snake guy who was a toy only, Battle Unicorn, the Hammerhead Shark. Basically, the some of the more weird Beast Machine toys that weren't in the show. I'd have some of them. Beast Machines toys. Where are the weird ones? Show me the weird ones. Yeah, Beast Machine had some really crappy toys on them. Oh, the bull guy, he's not too bad. Snarl's not too bad either, the weird lion guy. That's okay too. Yeah, this line, it was a weird line. But I'd take it, you know? You don't need that on screen. I was a weird line, but I'd take it. Anyway, we got way off the mark here. We're talking about the Optimus Prime, the RID Optimus Prime. Looks good. Painted version still looks good. Fantastic job. The photos could have been much better. Whoever took these photos, you should have done I mean, you know, could have just done some cool photos with a camera on your phone, right? But fine, whatever. It looks good. People will be happy. 34 days. Well, I guess we'll see what other crowdfunding stretch goals are going to add to it as well. So here is another thing for the 40th anniversary. As I scroll all the way up to the top, this is what I should have started with. So let me go through the big list of stuff, okay? I'm not going to read all of the blurb. Let's just go with the product. Okay. Product. Hasbro Pulse recently revealed the next HasLab. Okay, we know what that is. Over 40 distinct Hasbro Transformers anniversary figures. Over 40 distinct anniversary figures. Okay. Will be available across a year-long celebration. So to me, that just means here's the toys for this year. I'm not sure how it's going to be celebrating them particularly, but maybe they'll be doing something interesting along the way. Each product packaging will be branded with the 40th anniversary logo. That makes it really cool and special. Lamau. Also, there'll be the Generations Comic Edition Shockwave and Grimlock, which we'll have a look at in a bit. In March, Hasbro Pulse will kick off the 40th anniversary with the fan stream. In March. Oh, there's going to be another thing coming in March. Fair enough. Music. Fans can jam out. All right, Grandpa. Fans can jam out with Transformers 40th Anniversary vinyl album. The Hasbro presents the Transformers music from the original series. Haven't we had this? Oh, I guess we haven't had it on vinyl. I guess that's a thing now. Featuring music from the 84 show, the classic animated series season 1 to 3. 45 minutes of tracks include bonus features, bonus tracks, etc., etc. Jalab, which is Transformers 40th Anniversary collection, including headphones from top audio maker Jalab. I'll take your word for it. It's a big deal. I've never heard of them, but I'm not a trendy, fashionable person or anything like that, so cool. Go Jalab. The collection includes the newly released Jalab Jabuds. Jalab Jabuds, Lux Ankh, A-N-C, Ankh headphones, providing immersive sound and incredible comfort to the Transformers fans. I mean, if you want to send me some to replace the, what are the ones I'm using? Skull Candy. If you want to replace my Skull Candy ones, Jalab, and I'm saying your name incorrectly, you send me them, and I'll say your name correctly. Okay? I'll even say Jabuds. And not say it in a slightly sarcastic way. How about that? And the Jalab's Jabuds Ankh 3 model, which you can get from their fancy website. And we should probably have a look at that. Let's visit their website now that I've mentioned it, right? Sounds like a good idea. Jalab. Yes, I'll go international. Okay. Prices seem normal. No, it's probably only in the US one, right? I wonder if I won't be able to see the really cool Transformers headsets because I'm not Americano. Yeah, these aren't like no they start from like $29.99 to $24.99 and they go up in price from there. $80 when it's on full price. Yeah, okay. There you go, whatever. There we go. Also, fashion, everybody's favorite. I love fashion. You love fashion. Everybody loves fashion, which is great because Mad Engine are doing a new line of t-shirts created by Transformers, or for the Transformers 40th anniversary, which features artwork based on the original Transformers comics, as well as designs to commemorate the milestone. Fans can find the full assortment on Amazon.com. Probably not UK, as usual. There's also Revoltist. Oh, you can't see it. It's not on screen. RSVLTS. Revoltist. A collection inspired by Transformers 40th anniversary is coming from the brand Revoltist. Oh, I see people have commented in chat. Hang on a tick. Hey, Big D. He's came into chat. I spent double what I paid for Optimal Optimus on the DNA upgrade kit from... Oh, well, that sounds about right. Kaz says, crossing fingers Takara makes a new anime for the 40th anniversary, but I know that'll never happen. No, I think Hasbro's got them locked down to not do unique things, unfortunately. Don't know, but that's the feeling I get. It's not the golden days of Legend days. Big D also says, Power of the Prime, Optimus Prime, though absolutely sings as Nemesis Prime. Sorry, getting caught up on stream. No worries, don't worry about it, man. No problem at all. So toys, we have Robosen, everybody's favorite. Not mine, though. Robosen's thrilled to not only kick off a huge year in 2024 with Hasbro, but more importantly, utilize the excitement and anticipation of the 40th anniversary. Blah, blah, blah. Flagship Optimus Prime. That doesn't sound anything new. Jada Toys, get their Street Fighter toys. I can't recommend die-cast cars, but if you want. There is an inspired Transformers mashup with the Ghostbusters with the HWR Ghostbusters Ecto 1 with Optimus Prime graphics, which again we'll see all this stuff when we go down. Be $29.99 US, so $30. Seems a bit rough. Vehicle features a premium sculpt and paint finish, as well as highly detailed interiors and exteriors, and more. Oh my god! Super 7 new characters in blind box reaction, and Super Cyborg format will be available to purchase starting this fall on the Super7.com website, Hasbro Pulse, as well as the other places you can get Super 7's stuff from. Funko Pops. Who fucking cares about Funko Pops? Moving on. Figpin. Figpin is relaunching the extra large collectible enamel pins featuring Optimus Prime, Megatron in a 6-inch format. 6-inch pins. That's pretty big. Each pin comes with the exclusive Figpin logo. Is that good? As well as updated packaging to enhance your display. Oh my god. I usually wear my pins. I don't put them on display, but I don't even have pins, so what am I talking about? New Zealand mint. Is that New Zealand as in New Zealand? The Hobbit, New Zealand? In celebration with the 40th anniversary, the beloved Transformers series, Hasbro and New Zealand Mint are excited to unveil a limited edition pure silver... Oh, no. Probably not. Collectible of the first Transformers comic cover. This exclusive piece is not only a nod to the enduring legacy of Transformers universe, but also a testament to the fine craftsmanship and attention to detail that the New Zealand Mint is renowned for. I've never heard of them. The release, but that again means nothing. The release of the collectible marks the beginning of the exciting series of Transformers themed coins. I should have said coins and not comics. Designed to captivate both the long-time enthusiasts, and new fans alike. That means you. 30 are doing things as well. They're doing an Optimus Prime, a Bumblebee figure, and a Megatron figure because, you know, that's just what you do when you do Transformers stuff. Publishing Skybound, new comics. They're doing new comics. Dynamite Entertainment are doing a new set of 200 premium collectible cards featuring fan favorite Transformers in their G1 era because, you know, it's the 2020s, so we can't have anything outside of G1 really. I'm gonna jump through a bit more of this because are we nearly done? We're nearly done, thank God. Promotions: Monroe, one of the United States' long-leading automotive services and tire providers. Ah, yes, okie dokie. Will offer Transformers-themed auto service packages. Oh wow! Now through March 31st. So if you want to get your car tuned up like a Transformer, the program will include special offers, giveaways, and more. Participating Monroe locations. You'll need to check their website because I don't care. I don't know or care. And then it has entertainment. The 40th anniversary celebration shifts into high gear with Paramount's highly anticipated animated projects released over the year. Blah blah blah. Transformers Earthspark and Transformers One. We still haven't really heard anything about Transformers One. The first ever fully CG animated theatrical movie. The first ever. They mean Transformers, right? Because it says the first ever fully CG animated theatrical movie. They have to mean Transformers CG animated movie, right? They have to mean that because Pixar exists. Toy Story? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. But apparently Transformers 1 is debuting on the 13th of September of this year. Shrug. Actually, is that not concerning? It's coming out in September, right? And it's February, and we've had no teaser trailer. Huh. Huh. Well, okay. I mean, if you're going to get it out on the 13th, you've got to start promoting it pretty soon with trailers. Back in my day when I was a child, we had trailers, like teaser trailers, like a year in advance. I'm sure even like the first Transformers movies had trailers like a year ahead of the movie coming out, right? And now it's just like a few months before it comes out. Okay. Finally, fans can tune in to a special Transformers themed episode of season 11. Episode theme during season 11 of The Masked Singer. What the fuck? Fans can tune into a special Transformers themed episode during the season 11 of The Masked Singer, premiering this spring on Fox. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that The Masked Singer, which I only know vaguely from seeing on TV, is gonna have like one episode where they're just singing Stan Bush theme songs? Why? Alright, whatever. Who fucking cares? Okay, let's have a quick look at chat. Big D says, oh, and if I had one wish for the 40th anniversary, that Hashtag would let Studio Trigger loose and work their unique brand of magic on the Transformers. That's not happening. That ain't happening. That's never gonna happen. I'm not sure Studio Trigger would pick up Transformers. Oh no, man, there are a lot of people in Trigger that like Transformers. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see that happening, unfortunately. It's a shame. Excel Hedge says, fig pins, bigger waste of money than Funko Pops. Oh, I don't know about that. Funko Pops are a huge waste of fucking money. I'm not sure I'm on board with that. At least pins can look cool on a bag. Funko Pops just make you look like a smelly poo face. And Orange says, I can't get interested in Skybound Transformers, honestly. No, neither can I. Orange, can you tell me why Optimus Prime using Megatron's arm is cool? Because I don't know why people think that's cool. I don't understand. I'm probably stupid, but I don't get why people think that's cool. Anyway, Shockwave's here, but Shockwave's they've spread out the images bizarrely. So okay, let's start with the Ecto 1 car from Jada Toys. It's the Ecto 1 car, the Autobot insignia on the side. It's red. I mean, okay. Jada also did the Optimus Prime in the Ecto 1's colors. Didn't we see this before? Wasn't this a thing? Did this not already happen? Or did this happen before, but not from Jada Toys? The Optimus Prime did up as the Ecto 1 with the green splat on the front of it. I can't remember. Either way, that's going to be a model. And the Ecto 1 in Optimus Prime colors is also coming. These aren't for me. I'm not a car person or a model car person or anything like that. But they're coming. If you like these will be a thing you can get. Oh, oh god, this is clearly a photoshopped image. These are the Jabuds with the Transformers logo just plopped poorly on the side of the headphones, or the Decepticon logo on the side. You can tell this is just the image that we saw earlier. Just like someone used the magic wand tool to select this part and went select purple and plopped on purple, and then just got a JPEG and shaped it to that size. Never mind. I'm sure the real ones will look nice. I'm sure they'll be fine. One of the t-shirts has some of the box artwork on it on the front. It's fine. Another one has the Autobot insignia with the Autobot logo on the front of it, with filling in the Autobot insignia is package art from the first series. 40 Years of Transformers, that's a crap t-shirt. That's pretty crap. That's pretty crap. That one's actually okay. It's a frame from a page from the comic with I don't know which one. Megatron's holding Optimus Prime above his head, and he says, "And Megatron stands supreme." That one's okay. Not sure I like the color of the gray, but that's okay. That one's kind of crap. That one's a bit lazy. It's another comic cover. I'm not sure which comic cover it is, but at least they've tried to blend it in, because I hate it when they do this with a t-shirt where it's just a comic cover and it's got hard lines where you can tell it's just been printed. Those ones always look cheap. This one has a bit of like diffusing and kind of messed the edges up, so it kind of blends into the t-shirt a bit more. Okay, all the comic cover ones, or the comic panel ones, seem to be more interesting. Only Optimus Prime concerns me, as the pictures of Prime punching the shit out of Megatron. Same image, not as nice. Another comic is, yeah, this one's not as good because you can see the lines of the comic cover just are too hard around, so it doesn't really blend into the t-shirt. I'd argue this is a better cover. It's a more interesting cover, but never mind. 40 Years of Transformers, that's crap. This one's crap as well. Look at that. Again, super hard lines. Looks gross. And it's maybe the most boring shot of the Dinobots Shockwave Insecticon box art as well. It feels like it's missing more of the important stuff. That one's pretty crap. The Who's Who. Pick your Family Fortune, Drag Strip, Ultra Magnus, Twin Twist, or Top Spin. I don't know. Oh, piss. We're gonna say that's Scavenger, Silverbolt. Not Bumblebee, Hubcap, Superion, and Sideswipe. Roadbuster. His name's Roadbuster. I got that before I looked at chat, and before anybody in chat wrote it down. Ha ha ha. Fuck you guys. This one's okay. I don't mind this. It's a bit of a weird mix of random G1 packaging characters plopped onto a t-shirt, though. This one's kind of meh. I prefer this one more, to be honest. Yeah. Another crap design. Jesus Christ. This one's okay. I wouldn't really want one that says 40 Years of Transformers on it, but that's okay. This one's crap. Oh, here's the Ecto truck again. Monroe. Oh, this is the Monroe package, isn't it? And then trading cards. Trading cards include 2 foil packs and includes 2 foil packs and 1 bonus foil card. It's a collector's card, not collector's card game. It just looks like the collectible things from the series. I guess they're like comic page covers and box art stuff and woo woo. Yeah. That's what the Dynamite stuff are. The collectible cards are kind of cute. These are quite nice. You could probably get like a load of these and like maybe stick them in like a picture frame or something like that and do something really nice and arty with them. If you have a wife or you are arty and crafty yourself, I would almost recommend buying these and making something really fun out of them, because I reckon you could do some really interesting stuff with these. Or if you just want to slap these in a little card collector thing, they'd probably look quite nice in that as well. Not too fussed about them, but they're kind of cute. I think you could do some fun things with them. The more crafty you are as a human. Excuse me. Let me check the messages. Excel Hedge says Masterpiece Ecto, Forgotten Number, Optimus Prime. Did they do it any other time? I wonder. Yeah, but you make a good point there. Yeah, that was MP10 or something for the mold. It's weird they release a incomplete Shockwave a second time. I think we're getting to that. And we're getting to the Grimlock, so I'll wait until we're there as well. Supersized coloring activity book. Ooh! A coloring book. That's fun. Okay. That reminds me of my childhood. I remember seeing coloring books for Transformer G1 stuff back in the day. I'd be interested to see what the actual images are you can color in. And then we have the big ones, which are the Marvel comic version of Leaded Grimlock, Studio Series Grimlock. So it is the Grimlock figure with a crown, for those who are gagging for that Marvel silly crown that Grimlock had. He has blue thighs, blue hands. I think the color scheme on him is pretty good. And they've tried to do comic shading-ish stuff on him. I think this looks more visually interesting than the original Studio Series release of him. I think he looks a bit more visually interesting. I don't think he looks better than the G2 version. Do I? For G1 Grimlock, I think this is the better version of the figure. He also comes with seemingly 3 swords, which I assume you can hand out to the rest of the Dinobots, because you know the saddest thing is, when I saw this figure, my big concern was, are people going to buy this not because they want the figure, but because they want the swords? Obviously, as usual, I say you can do with your money what you will. But I would feel my heart would hurt because I'm such a little smelly boy when it comes to spending money. My little cheapo heart would burn and break if people bought this figure because they could get 3 swords. Why would it hurt you, Andy? Why does it affect you in such a way? Why are you weak like that? Because, my friend, you could probably have 3D printed this stuff yourself. You could probably 3D print swords for your Dinobots if you really wanted to. You'd also have a 3D printer at that point, and then you could 3D print other stuff for yourself. You could even 3D print a little crown if you wanted. Yeah, I would say generally, I think this is the more interesting G1 looking Grimlock. Okay, that's cool. I'm told, I was told on Twitter that they're only going to be a small markup from the leader price point. This one at least. So, that's okay. I can understand the markup. He's getting more swords. He's got a new crown, new color scheme, a more interesting color scheme. Okay. Problem is he won't fit in with the rest of your Dinobots from the Studio Series. That is an issue. But hey ho. Let me check chat. Orange says, what I'm annoyed about with Skybound is that they apparently say that it'll be more violent than IDW. I don't know why that's a big deal. Who cares if it's more violent? I want a more interesting story. I don't care about the violence. Like, did they see Overlord crushing pipes? All those bots being tortured by the DJD? Yeah, from what I saw, it's not really violent. It's just silly with wrestling moves. And that people like seeing the wrestling moves. Just, to me, violence doesn't mean good, right? I'm not impressed by violence. I've seen a lot of horror movie. You know, I've seen Hostel and all those real gore porn kind of movies. So you saying you're gonna do a violent thing in a comic, and just shrug and go, yeah, okay. I've seen it done in live action movies, so seeing it drawn on a comic book page doesn't really do too much to me, to be honest. Orange continues, from what I've seen, their violence is nothing special, but it's just not emotional compared to the IDW violence. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, no, I'd agree. Yeah, it's just like Prime gets his arm blown off, and it doesn't really matter. He just replaces his arm, and it's just like, oh, whatever. Just seems to be there. I don't feel anything when a human gets crushed in it. Oh. I almost was really concerned because I almost didn't read in it. I almost read it as, I don't feel anything when a human gets crushed. And it's like, oh, that might be a problem, Orange. You might need some help. No, I know what you mean. I still think it was hilarious that Optimus Prime was able to sneak up on a deer and stand on it. Deers are pretty skittish, and I don't think a 30-foot robot was able to sneak up on it and stand on it. I know he's got a long stride, but I thought that was silly. I laughed at that when I read it. Give me some emotion, Skymount. Make me cry like a baby, you cowards. Give me a likable human, then kill them after 50 issues. That'll get us for sure. Yeah, that'd be more interesting. I agree. XL Head says, I'm interested in seeing how the comic shading will look next to the cell shaded Optimus and Megatron. This looks like it might be better. XL Hedge. This looks like it might be a little bit better. I can tell you, I think this looks better than the battle damage that we had on the Siege stuff. This is way better than that. It looks a bit weird in places, I think. If you're looking hard at it from, I think, certain angles, it looks a bit odd. Like that bit on the arm looks a bit weird. I think the chest works quite well. It might be one of those things where the shading works specifically on certain angles, and then in other angles you see it and you go, and then you turn the figure around and you go, that's better. And Orange goes, ow, my jaw. He doesn't say that, but I said that. Orange says, yeah, the violence just seems edgy. Yes, I would agree. Edgy. There's no emotion behind it. I don't know if you heard me describe it as very G2 and not in the positive way, but that's still how I feel about it. So there is also, when I get to him, Shockwave. This is the Siege Shockwave, which was a leader class figure. And now he has been stripped down to none of his cool, fancy accessory parts. But now he's got a comic color scheme to him and an Optimus Prime head, which I am sure is a reference to something that I don't know about because I don't read the Marvel comics. So I didn't read the Marvel comics. Optimus Prime on his severed head with a big red tube coming out the back of it on some kind of little Matrix Unicron stand thing. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Comic fans, it'll make sense. I was told by one of the members of Transmissions that this guy is going to be priced Voyager price point, I think he said, but a little bit more expensive than that. And I said, good, because without his accessories, he's a Voyager at best. He's a Voyager at best. So don't you dare fucking make him cost the same price as Grimlock. And I don't think he is. Now, I think, because I never got the original version, I never got the Siege Shockwave. So I could get this because technically he is more animation accurate color scheme. I'd say this is more animation accurate color scheme than the Japanese version of this figure. Because if we remember from months ago, I can't remember exactly when, but let's say months ago, last year, some point 2023, we found out that there was the set of the Soundwave figure, which I think people said was Earthrise. I don't know. There was the Earthrise Megatron with a chair, and this Shockwave in more lavender, like a stronger lavender color than this that was coming out. I think it was more. I think the lavender was a different shade. I think he was generally a different shade to this Shockwave. It wasn't the same. Obviously, it didn't have the comic shading detailing on him and whatnot, but I think it was just a slightly different shade of purple. I can't remember offhand. And I thought that was okay, and you'd have to get the whole 3-pack if you wanted that Shockwave. This, you could just get this Shockwave. And I think the shading on him is really good. I really like his boob shading. The boob shading's really nice. It is if we include the Japanese release, fourth version of this mold. Siege, Shockwave, because that was Generation Select, lest we forget. The Japanese version, which I've talked about, and this, so it'd be 4. Grimlock's had original version, G2 version, this version. He had another version? No, he has. Yeah, he had Shot Glass. So yeah, 4 for Grimlock too. Wow, 4 for each of them. So I might get this because I never got it originally. I'd always feel mildly cheated because he won't have the accessories that I know he should have. Because I like that big silly mode that he had, and I think without them, he's still cool looking. His alt mode's crap. I don't think it's a very good alt mode, to be honest, but robot mode's good enough. I think the robot mode probably carries it enough. And like I said, I do like the shading on it. I don't think it looks like the comic version that they're clearly, well, I feel that they're trying to emulate, because I don't think it's the right purple. The purple to me is the is the cartoon purple. To me, it's the cartoon purple. Look at the shade of purple from the artwork on the side of the box. Look at that purple. Look at the purple of the toy. Not the right purple. Not at all. The comic purple, at least for the image that they're using, is more blue. More of a I don't know fancy colored names, but it's more of a bluey purple than a pinky purple, a more lavendery purple for the cartoon version, which is what I think this one's more aiming for than a comic version. If you understand where I'm coming from, unless I'm crazy, maybe I'm stupid. I can accept I'm stupid too. I can accept that as well. Let me check messages. Orange says, beautiful Shockwave. I did love the Goblin Glider, but there was something about the lavender color scheme. Do you mean for this one? Because I would agree, I like this, and like I say, I might get it. I don't know if I want to pay full price, because I'm still a cheap little bitch, but if it ever comes down in price, I'll be like, maybe. And XL Hedge says, Shockwave beheaded Prime. Ow, my jaw. To use the creation matrix against Prime's will. Primus's will. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Oh, no, it did say Prime's will. It did say Prime's will. It means nothing to me, but it's kind of cute that it's there, I suppose. And then obviously we have the RID Optimus Prime, which we've already talked about in great detail and length. Is there anything else? Oh, more shots of him in his alt, Shockwave in his alt mode. Yeah. Okay. So the 40th anniversary stuff, there's a lot of tat. I think we can say. I think I can say tat, because I think generally the thing that people are going to care most about are the HasLab figure and the two Marvel comic figures. I don't think generally people are going to give too much of a shit about 40 years of Transformers t-shirts. I think people will maybe buy a t-shirt. I don't think people are going to be rushing and shitting their pants over to get a t-shirt, or even trading cards, or branded headphones, or even a coloring book, unfortunately. But yeah, the options are there. And apparently the packaging for this year's Transformers will be 40th anniversary themed, which again doesn't really do anything to me, and I don't really care too much about that. I'll be interested to see what they do, what figures they release for the 40th anniversary Legacy line. I have a feeling that won't actually mean anything, because I don't know what you do for it, if you know what I mean. Like, we've already had a lot of the G1 cast at this point. And unless you do a new Optimus Prime, which again has been a thing people have been thinking, I can assume that's going to be the 40th anniversary thing, right? It's going to be 40th anniversary Studio Series Optimus Prime, and that's how it's going to be branded. It's going to have a little 40 years of Transformers logo on it, and it's going to be, here's your Studio Series new Optimus Prime, and we'll announce it, I guess, in March. I would imagine that makes sense, right? XL Hedge says, I want Marvel Ratchet, Megatron, and Galvatron. Nope. Because I don't want to see that fucking Earthrise mold Megatron again. No more. None. No more. Only a new Megatron. You're only allowed to do this if you do a brand new Megatron. I'm sick of that fucking Earthrise Megatron. Let him die. He's been alive too long. Let that mold die. We don't need it again. The Galvatron... I don't think the Galvatron would... I don't think the Galvatron would happen, because they did Marvel Comics Galvatron for Generation Select, right? And the only thing they could do with it is just release it again and just add a bit of shading to it, which maybe they could give a new head sculpt to make it more comic-y, but that would be about it. Orange says, I'm hoping for some 1 in 25 human figures in some ways, like they done Sam and Charlie in Studio Series. Oh, that'd be interesting. I don't think they do it, but I guess it'd be interesting to see. XL Hedge is like, gimme. No. Let them die, XL Hedge. Please let them die. Oh, Orange meant 1 to 35 scale. Okay. All right. let's move on. We got another figure. Woo! We got another figure reveal. It's a Leador figure, and it's Sandstorm. So, quick thing to say: I don't think this looks better in a lot of ways to the Generations Sandstorm that we got. But that was a while ago, and that was a redo. That was a repaint, not a repaint. That was a retool of the IDW Springer from around the same time. I think that was a much better looking figure than this, but this is a G1 Sandstorm, so it is a different Sandstorm as well. I wanted to throw that out there. He's going to be a triple change, obviously. He's going to be 7.5 inches tall. He's going to turn into a dune buggy. He's going to turn into a helicopter. He does seem to have a masked face and an unmasked face. But for some reason here in these images, all of them, I think, are him masked. But I did see one where he doesn't have the toy-looking face. The toy-looking face, I don't think looks very good. But if the images are true, or it might have been just Twitter lying to me, if there's a maskless face, I think that one looked better. You'll have to search online for that if you want to see that as well. He comes with a gun, and he also comes with a little rescue carrier thing. I don't know what to call it. You know, you could say a Ravage, I suppose, or humans. Oh, he comes with another gun as well. His legs are maybe a little on the skinny side if we want to get picky, and he's got that hip joint kind of design, which I'm not a big fan of either personally. But I think generally this looks like a, pretty decent Sandstorm. Sandstorm obviously being one of the better, easier to do, better to do triple changes. He generally looks, I'd say, pretty good in all modes. Maybe his weakest is the buggy mode. It looks a bit wide in the back. But that's about it. Sandstorm's not one of those guys that excites me, personally. He's got big feet as well. He's got Earthrise RC feet, where they're kind of very, very short in the front and they're very long in the back. So he's got a lot of heel spur to keep him balanced. I'm sure it's necessary because he's got a big-ass backpack. But it is a little bit on the ugly side. If someone were to say that, I'd be like, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think he looks okay. That's the best I can go with. I think he looks okay. This would be one I'd probably, like, if I was to get him, it would definitely be on a heavy sale rather than like I must get him. He looks way better than Blitzwing. Blitzwing was a piece of shit. That Blitzwing figure was anus. If you liked it, that's cool. I'm glad you liked it, but that was a really shitty Blitzwing figure. The Titans Return Blitzwing was far better. Far, 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 far better, if you ask me, as a Transformer and as a triple change. I think that was a much bigger toy than the Leader one. The Leader one was only worth it when it was on disgustingly heavy discount. Disgustingly heavy, like £25 for it. Price of a deluxe. That's when he was worth it. This looks better than that, but I don't care too much about it. I don't think it looks bad. XL Hedge says that color Galvatron is not Marvel Galvatron. Is it not? What's wrong with it? Orange says Sandstorm's gorgeous. That rope contraption has a 5mm port. Imagine where you can attach it to. Where? What are you suggesting? Are you suggesting rude places? Are you suggesting disgusting places? Oh my god. I don't know where you could put it. It's fun though. It seems like the transformation is going to be, at least parts of it are going to be similar to the original toy. In helicopter mode, you can see the wheels kind of hanging underneath the helicopter. So I assume it'll transform in a similar way where the sides of the wheels kind of swing into where his head goes and all that stuff. Oh, Orange says not lewd places. Okay, other figures have 5mm ports. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. This is the internet. Sometimes it gets lewd. Sometimes it gets crude. Yeah, Sandstorm. Wish I could say more about him. He just doesn't. He's not one of the triple changes who I'll go wow for. This might make the Generations one cheaper. Because people will go, I want the G1 version. This one's in the bin because fuck this. because that's how some Transformers fans are. So maybe Maybe I should get the Generations Sandstorm. Maybe he'll get cheaper. I don't know how much he is in general, but I do like that mold for the Generations one. And he had the giant turbine things, which was really cool. I don't know. Yeah, like I say, this one doesn't excite me, but I don't think it's bad. I really do hope you can have him without his masked face because that face is really crap. And if you can have him with his animation face, I think that's a lot better. Yeah, a good rendition of the toy. I know people are going to be pleased. Last bit of news for today. TFCon 2024, March 8th to the 10th, 2024. That's this year. They've got special guest Joe Lee? That guy who did the voice of Razorclaw in the G1 Transformers show. It's his first time convention appearance, so if you are wanting to knock off another G1 alumni from the vast FBI hit list that you have, and you're like, this must be signed, here's another one. So you can go to TFCon, see the special guests, and have a good time there, and all that jazz. If you are in chat, I hope you go. I hope you go to TFCon and have a lot of foon. I can't go. I can't have foon. So you should go in my stead, and you could rub it in my face and make me sad. And that's it. That's all the news for this week. It was actually a fairly decent week for news, I'd say. Kind of surprising. Sometimes you get nothing. Thankfully, something happened, and that is better than nothing. I don't think there was anything else that's popped up. I'm just checking to see nothing creamed up just as we were poopcasting. And it seems fairly fresh, fairly good. Have I been up to anything cool and fancy? I watched the Muppets Halloween Haunted Mansion little movie thing. It's pretty low budget. It's kind of meh. Makes me sad because I think of Jim Henson rolling in his grave, being fucking sad about the state of where the Muppets are and his creation are in this day and age. Because Jim Henson was such a creative guy. He was such an innovator. He was such an artist. And unfortunately that, Disney's a milker. It milks. It doesn't create. It milks things. Grab those teats and starts tugging away until the property's dead. The last good Muppets thing was the revival movie that they had a few years ago. That was actually pretty good Muppet stuff. But yeah, it's been a while. I also watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because I was interested. I'd say it's the worst Guardians movie. Better than most Marvel films, but still kind of like a 6 out of 10. Like it's okay. I didn't love it. There are bits I was like, "Ooh, I like this. Ooh, I like that." But yeah, for the most part, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the first one's still easily the best. Second one is definitely a downgrade, but I enjoy it more than 3. And 3 is, like I say, better than 90% of Marvel content these days. So that's something. I also got, because it came out, if you've heard of it, Blaze Blue Entropy Effect. From the Blaze Blue lineage of games. They're usually fighting games, but Entropy Effect is a roguelike side-scroller Metroidvania, or it's proclaimed to be. It's pretty fun. There's like a lot of I'm gonna put it up on screen. It's pretty fun. Like there is a decent amount of characters to choose from. Each of them have different combos and play differently. So Ragnar, the Blood Edge, very edgy name, uses his health to do his attacks. Hakuman has a parry. The chick with the spear is like a dash monster. She dashes and does damage. The chick with Noelle has goons and can shoot people from a distance and does more damage the further she is from an enemy. It's pretty fun. I wouldn't say it's like the most deep or crazy game, but it's really pretty. Like the animations are really nice for it as well. I'd recommend getting it. It's on an introductory offer sale, so it's got 22% off at the moment. So if you're ever into Blaze Blue or you're into your roguelites and whatnot, I'd say give it a try. Does it have a demo? I'm not sure it has a demo. No, it doesn't have a demo. I guess the assumption is more characters from Blaze Blue will be coming out in the future as well. So if your favorite Blaze Bluer ain't here, they will be one day, I assume. I don't know. I played, like I say, I played the first one. The story was incomprehensible, as most fighting game stories are most of the time. And I went, oh, but this looks nice and like roguelikes, and they sold it to me because it was like they said, oh, it's Dead Cells. I was like, oh, I like Dead Cells. Dead Cells is a great game. I'm shit at it, but Dead Cells is really good. Yeah, I went in on it. I got it. I got a new SS hard drive as well because I needed it. So now I can actually have more than 2 games on my hard drive, which is nice because previously I could only have Baldur's Gate 3 and Tekken 8, and that would eat up all of my hard drive space. Now I have a terabyte drive. I can just throw a load of games on and I can play more games, and that's always fun. I like playing games. Most of this week I've been fucked. Most of this week has been a very stressful week from work. So let's just say that. That's where we'll end the show, I think, today. Thanks for coming by, everybody. If you want to find me on the internet, you can head over to moonbase2.com. All those Moonbase places you want to go to, I'll be there. Decade Andy, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all those places. I have to pack up and ship up because job's calling me. But thank you very much for coming on by. If you want to help out the show, you can go to patreon.com/moonbase2 and help out the show that way. It's always much appreciated, especially during these very stressful times. Like when I say I'm stressed, I'm saying, man, I'm stressed. I'm like dying on the couch most days. I've like fallen asleep for like 6 hours on the couch midday, which isn't good. But hey, you don't need to hear about that. You've got your own stuff to worry about. Thanks for coming by, everybody. I'll catch you next week. Hopefully there'll be some fun news to talk about. Hopefully I'll have Kill Bison to talk about. Until next time, thanks, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hate them, Gregory! I hate them all!